Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, January 23rd, the memorial of St. Vincent, Deacon and Martyr. And this is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. I'm Matthew Handley. As unbelief in the world rises, a new book seeks to educate readers about intelligent design. One of the contributors is coming up after your local weather and this news. Jury selection begins today in the trial of Jennifer Crumbley, the mother of Ethan Crumbley, who killed 4 students and wounded others at Oxford High School in 2021. She and her husband James Crumbley are facing 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter stemming from those killings. Last week, a court decided the 2 parents will be tried separately. James Crumbley's trial is scheduled to begin on March 5th. In order to convict the Crumbleys, prosecutors must demonstrate that the parents were grossly negligent in their parenting and had enough information about their son's mental health, which, had they acted upon it, would have prevented the shootings. This is the first time a school shooter's parents are facing criminal charges for their alleged role in the crime. At the same time, Ethan, who pleaded guilty to the killings in October 2022 and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole in November last year, is now appealing his sentence. The State Appellate Defender's Office announced on Monday they are assigned to represent the teen in his appeal and plans to fight any efforts to have him testify in his parents' trials. The U.S. Supreme Court has denied a motion to halt a lower court ruling that requires Michigan's Redistricting Commission to redraw 13 state House and Senate districts in Detroit. The decision, issued during the commission's first in-person meeting in Detroit, means they must continue the map drawing process while an appeal is pending. The case, referred by Justice Brett Kavanaugh, focuses on allegations of African-American voter disenfranchisement in the redistricting process. The commission is working against a tight timeline with a deadline to have draft maps ready made for public comment by February 2. Property values in Detroit continue to rise according to the latest data on home sales. Mayor Mike Duggan says values were 31% higher overall in 2022 compared to the previous year. Duggan says property values have tripled in the last 7 years. The value of Detroit homes was $2.8 million in 2017, and that figure has risen to $8.7 billion in the latest report. Duggan credited renovation efforts in the city along with improvements to parks and streetscapes. Property owners will be receiving a notice soon showing their proposed assessments for 2024, but officials noted it's not a bill. Tax bills are mailed in June and November. Michigan State Police Trooper Bram L. Schroeder has accepted a plea deal in a case where he was charged with repeatedly punching a handcuffed man on a Saginaw street. Schroeder pleaded no contest to single counts of aggravated assault and willful neglect of duty, both 1-year misdemeanors, while a 5-year felony charge of misconduct in office was dismissed. Schroeder will also be barred from serving in law enforcement in Michigan. The suspect in Saginaw's first homicide of 2024, 32-year-old Zachary Rodriguez, turned himself into Michigan State Police and is now in custody in the Saginaw County Jail. He faces charges of murder and felony firearms for the New Year's Day shooting death of 36-year-old James Rodriguez at the Neutral Zone Sports Bar in the 400 block of South Michigan Avenue. The victims are not related to each other. And football fans from Michigan traveling to California for the Detroit Lions NFC Championship game against the San Francisco 49ers will face high costs for flights and hotels. Flights from Detroit to San Francisco and back range from $950 to $3,100, depending on the airline. Hotel availability near Levi's Stadium is limited, with some nearby options sold out and prices upwards of $900 a night. Game tickets for the NFC Championship game start at $575 on resale through the 49ers website. It's the first time in 32 years the Lions have made it to the conference title game, and the winner goes to Super Bowl 57. This is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio. Your local weather is next. Now this. Take it easy on the road this morning and expect wintry conditions today in the Motor City with snow, freezing rain, and rain throughout the day. Accumulations around an inch with up to a tenth of inch of ice. Highs in the mid-30s. Tonight stays cloudy with a 50% chance of rain mixed with freezing rain. Wednesday brings a chance of morning rain showers likely in the afternoon with steady temperatures in the mid-30s. The weather remains unsettled through the week with temperatures in the 30s and 40s. There is still a winter weather advisory until 4 p.m. this afternoon. In the Saginaw Valley today, take it easy on the road this morning and expect 2 to 4 inches of snow, possibly mixed with freezing rain and transitioning to more snow in the afternoon. Highs in the mid-30s. Tonight stays cloudy with a 40% chance of rain and snow, possibly mixed with more freezing rain. Wednesday brings a 50% chance of rain showers with highs in the upper 30s. The weather remains unsettled with rain showers likely Wednesday night and Thursday, temperatures in the upper 30s, and a chance of rain showers through the weekend. There's still a winter weather advisory until 4 p.m. this afternoon. The last time the Detroit Lions won a playoff game before this month was 1992, and Eddie Murray was Detroit's kicker. Now his daughter Nicole is in a rookie season as a Lions cheerleader.
The last time they won a playoff game was when he was on the team. So now another Murray on the field, maybe we're good luck.
Eddie Murray says he's very proud of his daughter and is happy he raised his kids in Detroit. As unbelief rises, a new book from Sophia Institute Press called God's Grandeur, The Catholic Case for Intelligent Design, seeks to educate readers about God's creation. One of its contributors, Dr. Jay Richards, joined Teresa Tomeo on Catholic Connection.
The Church has always taught that God reveals himself in two primary ways. God has these two books that reveal him. He has, of course, a special revelation of himself in Jesus Christ and in Scripture as preserved by the Church. But he also reveals himself as creator in the natural world around us. Psalm 19 tells us this. Paul in Romans 1, from the foundation of the world, God's invisible qualities and eternal power have been clearly seen from the things that have been made. So the world, if you're reading it properly, if you're interpreting it right, actually testifies to the existence of its creator. But for, most of the last 2 centuries, we've been told that that area of study where people study the natural world, that is natural science, somehow promotes or proves that materialism is true and that God doesn't exist.
One of the things I have a hard time understanding is as a scientist or someone who studies the universe, whether you're an astronomer or a physicist or studies how things work, how you could not believe in some sort of an intelligent design because it is so detailed.
Yeah, and that is, I would say, both the natural and the correct response to it. That's overwhelmingly the human response throughout history. People, even that didn't have a developed theology, nevertheless, when you look at the world, just immediately think, okay, this is clearly the result of some purpose of design.
Catch Catholic Connection weekdays at 8 a.m. on Ave Maria Radio and anytime on demand with the Ave Maria Radio app. Stay tuned to Ave Maria Radio throughout the day for more great, inspiring, and engaging Catholic talk radio. And if you're heading out of the car, be sure to take us anywhere you go with the free Ave Maria Radio app. It's available in the App Store and on Google Play. You can listen to any of the shows that you hear on Ave Maria Radio on demand or listen live. You can also go to AveMariaRadio.net. That is going to do it for this edition of Michigan Mornings. I'm Matthew Handley, and Lord willing, I'll be back tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.